Optimization problems as an introductory tool to calculus. Calculus is one of the most difficult mathematical disciplines to learn, always devoid of meaning and application in the life. Mathematics is too traditional a subject that is now beginning to be an obstacle in the teaching of students. Science, it is always taught as a finished product and never where students can generate their own knowledge. Throughout the time of reflection, it has come to be understood that there is no teaching if it does not produce learning, which is not limited to the acquisition of knowledge, but also implies the development of both intellectual and social skills, as well as what values. Society demands a better preparation of graduates, demanding that they have an adequate approach oriented to the resolution of any problem that could arise within their work area, with the objective of using calculation techniques and algebraic tools of their solution, a fact that favors a routine solution method and a static vision of them. The biggest problem being the fact that students are not made aware of technical methodologic value of the calculation. The real problem is not completely for the students, but to a great extent the way in which they are sharing facts, in which the student is simply and simply a receiver who understands little of nothing of what is transmitted. Science teacher believes that the student is at the same cognitive level. Specific objectives: evaluate the relevance of technological resources to support the understanding of optimization problems with basic level calculus students. To compare the learning of a student who used technological resources to support the understanding of optimization problems with respect to a student who received traditional teaching. Now the impact of the use of support material as a visual and numerical present in solving derived optimization problems with calculus techniques. The role of teacher is important. Science, it is the one who guides and guides the student. This must have correct tools and try to understand the indirect attitude of the student's behavior and his initial knowledge to give him the best teaching method or see what can be improved. It should help to bring the students to the knowledge to find the solution themselves and not to give them the answer in a boring and monotonous way. Always look for methods that way them reflect, create new ways of teaching and adapt to change. Meaningful learning theory. David Ausubel explained how the human mind interprets the new information that arrives. To achieve meaningful learning, it is necessary for teachers to stop learning by rote, which is often forced with the sole objective of a simple and accumulative repetition of the information. He says that learning must have an active restructuration and ideas concept changes, changing the way of acquiring knowledge, and that its reception is not always repetition. Theory of teaching situations. Guy Brousseau focused on the problem or exercise adapted to the knowledge that the students learn. It defines a situation where the subject reaches certain knowledge, and also when he himself must boil that knowledge by himself, creating a need to put what he has learned into practice, where the student faces problems and decisions alone without the teacher intervening. Theory of semiotic representations. According to Raymond Duval, semiotic representations allow the teaching of mathematics through representations. The semiotic representations are conscious and external. They allow to differentiate the points, line, characters, and the mental representation. They allow to incorporate concepts, ideas, and even beliefs. It seeks the interpretative and comprehensive analysis of the veracity of the student's environment at present. This strategy is built for educational mathematics, especially for the line of differential calculus. Under the methodology of Michel Artigue, which is established around 1995 in France, and which have as a description methodology to carry out technological innovations oriented to mathematics, and are built under the following structure: 1. Preliminary analysis. 2. Manufacture of the didactic strategy through preliminary analysis results. 3. Experimentation through a group of students 4. Analysis of the test results. All this through an interview in order to know the type relationship that the student has had with mathematics throughout his life through 3 questions. 1. How much have you learned about mathematics in your school life, and do you attribute the cause of that learning? 2. What role do you think your math teacher played regarding the success failure you had in the previous courses? And 3. How has your experience been when working with mathematical applications problem in a laboratory? Then from the collection of information, 3 types of test or selection process are proposed. 1. Making use the graphical algebraic skills, verbal numbers carried out in software called Capri. 2. In this practice, appropriate decision making and the graph comparison exercise are evaluated. 3. There is no guide or evaluation steps for the solution of this practice. The software provides tools and evaluate based on comparison between data. By looking for a learning through images, we get students to create their own inference and likewise the construction of other problems. Changing the environment outside the traditional classroom makes the student feel comfortable, try new strategies, develop new skills, create new questions. Technological resources should also be promoted so that they do not see mathematics as something impossible, but rather as a tool that helps them understand and propose increasing difficult things. Creating didactic situations helps the motivation to achieve a solution to a problem. This didactic situation must be designated for his purpose, planned and discussed before and created based on the needs of the group. Teachers should not only judge the students when they do not do their homework or class activities, they must realize that they are following themselves and propose pleasing situations for each part and creative motivation in the students. It is necessary to readapt the ways of teaching, put aside the strict and monotonous. That is difficult and hopeless. Teachers must change methodologies, accept other ways of teaching. Methodological helps create new environments, motivate the student, and always help correct the features that arise and look for new alternatives instead of closing in the citizen, the student, or being irresponsible for not understanding or committing to the subject.